What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. Sorry I have not been doing daily uploads. I've been up here for the holidays in Pennsylvania. It is freezing cold. I'm standing in the garage. There's no cars here. I didn't pick up any race cars. I didn't buy any engines. I just kind of chilled a little bit for the holiday season. The videos have been a little slack, but I'm not going to come up here, and I'm really trying not to just film a lot of crap. I want to make my videos good. I do the daily uploads. I've been doing daily uploads since January 19th is when I started doing daily uploads, and I've only missed, I think, 5 days before I came up here. Obviously, I missed a bunch. I was trying to do every other day, but I just don't want to make you junk. I like doing the daily uploads at the shop, going racing. We have a lot of great content to provide. Some videos are all racing. Some videos are talking about setups. Some videos are doing a little bit of work, but we have a good mix, and what I do is I keep it real. I film what goes on every single day at the shop, in the life of LS Nasty, whatever we're doing. I mean, that's kind of what it is. I got the LS Nasty channel, which a bunch of you guys are subscribed to, that we feature kind of a little bit more goofing off, a little bit less structure, not daily uploads, just kind of whenever we have the chance, whenever we film something fun, we post up there. If you guys did go and check out the last video I posted on the LS Nasty YouTube channel, you will know that we have a little grudge race going on between myself and Jason Brazzel, and Chris just got involved. And it's not with normal cars. It is with RC cars, because we are just a bunch of big kids. But everything is the same. It doesn't matter if we have bicycles or if we have cars or RC cars. We all want to go out there and race. We're all competitive. We all want to be the fastest. We all want to win. We all want to whoop up on one another in a friendly manner. But Chris, another Chris, who is local to us and a fan of the channel. We see him at the track lot. He came by and he dropped us off a bunch of cars, little RC cars, and we've been messing with them. And then, of course, we can't not mess with them. We got to tinker with them. So the one that we've been messing with is a Traxxas Jato 3.3. So for those of you guys that are RC aficionados, you'll know what that is. It's they're all the nitro cars. They're single cylinder, but they're pretty quick. They make, I think, like 2 scale. If this was like scaled up to an actual car, and make like 20,000 horsepower. These things fly. They go like 70 miles an hour. But typical LS Nasty fashion, we can't leave it the same. We got rid of the 20% nitro and we put 70% nitro in there, and boy, oh boy, did it fly. Then Jason Brazzel got one, and his is slow as hell. His is not fast, but he made it look cool, and we set a grudge race up, and I blew my transmission out, because it's a 2-speed. In my Jato, I blew its back clean out and just stripped all the teeth off the gears, kind of like I did in the cow. But we were able to mess around with them and fix it up. So I got that all fixed up, but then I came up here for the holidays, and I decided to go on Facebook Marketplace, not Turbo Bullet, and I found not 1, but 2. Look at these things. They crack me up, dude. These things are so much fun, and they're way cheaper to fix than an actual car. So this is another Jato 3.3. I actually just got this running when I got it. The motor was locked up, and I tore it all apart. Pulled pretty much everything. I pulled the motor off it. Dude, it literally, I had 2 different Allen wrenches, and you could take the whole thing apart. 2 Allen wrenches and a screwdriver. You could take this entire thing apart. So when I got it, it had some major issues. It looks like someone was running it. I mean, this thing is brand new. There's literally no scuffs on the bottom. I mean, everything is really perfect on there. But it wouldn't crank over, and yeah, the thing was kind of like a turd. It wouldn't start, couldn't get to run. So what I did was I took the carburetor apart. It's got a little carburetor over here. Cleaned the carburetor up, took the head off the motor, and then took the actual engine out, left the flywheel and the gear and everything on. And I sprayed some WD-40 in there and finally I was able to spin it over by hand. And the more I spun it over, the more like this gunk was coming out of it. And it was this like blue nitro. This is nitro 20 in here. So it's kind of like an alcohol and nitro mix. But it was just all gunked up in the bottom end. Now, being single cylinder, these are like a little bit different than like a V8, what we're used to. But the principle is the same with running these on alcohol. They have no water cooling or anything like that, so the fatter you make it, the cooler it runs, because you can cool the head down. But I mean, this head is absolutely massive. The head stops like way down here, and this is all cooling. So we lean the hell out of them, and then we lean on and try to get some heat in them. But it wouldn't fire up. The settings on the carburetor were completely off. So what happened is the dude said that he ran it, broke it in, and never ran again. And as you could see, it was so rich, it was just washing out the ring and getting to the bottom end. So I was able to take it all apart, clean it up, change the settings on the carburetor, and get it to fire up and run. It wouldn't react to the remote, and it had a bad battery on there, which I don't know if I put it in this box. Took the battery system off this and put it on here, and as you can see, everything kind of like plugs into a little radio connector RC thing. I don't know what it's called. Servo, maybe? I don't know. That's the servo. Whatever. Was able to get that going, and I'm so impatient, I didn't put everything up correctly, and I just zip tied it up, and then I had it out there. I was doing some testing last night. Now, this thing is a 2-speed. It's got a transmission. Right back here's the transmission, and I was messing with the transmission and getting the shift points down pat, and it clicked high gear and knocked the tires off because I was leaning it out, making more power, more and more power. I clicked high gear, knocked the tires off, and then I hit a little reflector on the side of the road, and it ripped the wires off my switch. So I got no switch, so I can't drive it right now, but I did run about 2 tanks of nitro through it after the rebuild, and we got it going on. So the Jatos are kind of like my bread and butter, so now I got 2 of these, and honestly, I kid you not, I picked this thing up with remote, with fuel, and with the starter upgrade on there for $100. $100. You tear it up, everything is like $12 to fix. So this is something fun that we kind of like, we're going to start bringing to the track with us. So if anyone wants smoke at the racetrack, bring this in the pits. I'll bust that ass. And Jason Brazzel he's talking smack because he raced. Well, we went to race, and I broke the transmission. I knocked all the gears out of it because I'm making too much horsepower on my Nitro 70. But anyone looking to smoke with Nitro, you can get it with this. Now, this one here is the Slash, so I'm not too familiar with this configuration. But same engine, 3.3 Traxxas engine, automatic start. This one's running on that same Nitro. It's got the same exhaust and everything on there. But it's a single speed. This one needs a flywheel and clutch put on there. As you can see, it's all wobbly down here. Yeah, that's just blown out. But this is a single speed. Now, the Slash is slightly larger from what I hear, but they have like conversions with like billet lower control arms and upper control arms and a different drive shaft and all this stuff that you literally can turn this into like a legit like drag race door car. Like they make the stance a little bit wider and they stretch it out just a little bit. But just from first observation, the suspension geometry was a little bit more desirable. It's got a little bit bigger shock. It stands up vertical. It's a little bit further out where these are inboard, and it's all independent rear suspension. So, I'm the king of IRS, so we'll get that figured out. But the plan is there's this hobby shop right down the road from us. It's called RC Hobby in Fuquay, North Carolina. And Otto is the guy there. He takes these and builds them with a carbon fiber chassis and literally puts a legit like ring and pinion and drive shaft in them and makes them like a pro mod. Generally, being their 1/10 scale, they run 132 feet, but we like to run like 300 feet with the 2-speed stuff because obviously we go a little bit faster. But that's kind of what we've been doing lately in our spare time. I mean, we're just a bunch of kids tinkering with some stuff. So I lied. I said I didn't come up here and get any cars. I got 2 new cars. I'm in $200 for both of these with 2 remotes. Both have auto start and both run. This one, I mean, just needs to be fixed up with the flywheel. And that one needs to have a battery connection power source put in there, and then we're good to go. So I lied. I said that I didn't get any toys or cars or motors, and I got 2 more cars. But these are for something separate. You guys will see these a lot more on the LS Nasty YouTube channel. I just kind of wanted to make a video to update you guys on what we have going on here. So yeah, that's it. A lot of people, to my surprise, it's kind of like when we started putting the Mustang on the channel, a lot of people kind of mess with these and do these as a hobby, and they're fun because they don't really take much time. I rebuilt the whole thing. I tore it apart and rebuilt it in an hour. Compared to a car, that would have taken like 3 days if we had to take the motor out and rebuild the motor. It would have taken forever, but they're fun. So if you guys have them at home and you guys want some smoke, comment down below. Also comment your thoughts. Everyone's saying you can't run Nitro 70, and we've been running it for like 2 weeks. And we haven't blown up a motor. The key is just to run it super fat. I mean fat to the point where if it sits there and idles, it makes a puddle of fuel coming out of it. But it cools, the fuel itself, being rich, cools everything down. So you can kind of get away with it. It's like running a a dry motor with no water in it. You can run it a little bit fat to cool everything down. You lean it out, that's when you start burning stuff up. But yeah, that's what we have going on. So I just want to make this known here. This is everyone's notice for all of 2020. We'll have the cars with us at the track. So if you're going to the track with your race car and you got an RC car, throw it in there. And when we get done racing the real cars, I can bust that ass with RC cars. So that goes for everyone. Now, everyone's like, oh, electric. I'm more of a nitro guy, but we got you guys covered in electric. Chris has got an electric one that will surely bust your ass. But nitro, you guys can smoke. Anywhere between 100 to 300 feet, you can get the sauce. Jason Brazzel is going to be first on the list when we get back. I'll bust his ass, but you guys have to go over to the LS Nasty YouTube channel, which I'll link in the first description below, and subscribe to that. I got a bunch of stuff on there with like walkthroughs on the Bad Apple. I got some stuff with the Nitro RC cars. I got Jason Brazzel getting yelled at by the police for running on the street. I got some passes from like start to finish, uncut, of what goes on when we're racing, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, so here it is. I lied to you guys. I picked up 2 new cars while I was up here. Don't worry, this isn't going to turn like an RC channel. There's still the typical LS Nasty building stuff, but we like to have fun. We like to mess around. We're just a bunch of dudes, and that's what we do for fun. So this video is going to be like, right now it's like 11 minutes and 20 seconds, so it's uncut video of me talking. I apologize. I really don't like just talking the whole videos. I'd rather have a bunch of content working on stuff. So I'll be back at the shop on Sunday. So no video tomorrow. There should be a video possibly late Sunday night, and then we'll be back on the original schedule for all of 2020. Daily uploads again, 2nd year in a row, starting on Monday. We'll be back at it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Super excited for 2020. Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you guys enough for the support. I've had a blast doing it all year, and I'm really looking to take it to the next level next year. So you're going to see video quality go up. I should have my other camera back. I know this one sucks at focus. My other camera that doesn't suck at focus will be back. So really looking to take it to the next level, and none of this would be possible without you guys. So hope you guys had a great holidays. Hope you guys have a happy new year. We'll see you guys not tomorrow, but on Sunday.